If you're still feeling flashbacks, memories that pop up that throw you off on your manifesting journey, I'm here to help. Sometimes it can show up as depression, sometimes it can show up as rumination, but either way, you'll be doing really good on your journey of either leveling up, maybe you are in your healing phase, or manifesting. You will notice that some of the old either behaviors, thought forms, and beliefs keep popping up, and you're just completely thrown off and feel like you have to restart over and over again. This video is for you. And self-concept is now going to be your best friend. So as a prerequisite, or to have more context for you, I did make 2 videos. One, that shadow work is a trap for overthinkers, and then the other is letting go to manifest more, where I talk more about releasing the past, why it's not helping us moving forward, and then also just helping you avoid the trap of shadow work when it comes to being an overthinker. Because shadow work is definitely necessary, but when you overthink, you get trapped in this analysis paralysis or ruminating mode. Some of you might even call it manic mode, when you can't get that one thing out of your mind. Self-concept is going to help direct that hyperactive mental activity. So drop me a little hand emoji in the comment if you've ever felt like your overthinking was a curse of some sort, why your brain is always on go, why you think of a million things at one time. I used to feel the same way. I've been in that ruminating place. I used to have moments where something that happened decades ago, 5 years, 10 years, however many years, would still make me feel like it was happening to me in that moment. It took me a lot of years of trial and error to realize that was hindering me from my manifesting and overall just living a very happy and blissful life. I used to think and wonder, like, would I ever be okay enough to just feel good? Would I finally have peace? Would I ever get to a place where something wasn't wrong? That was when, along my journey, I found self-concept. And before it was called self-concept, I would always hear things like your highest self or the future you. But when I found it, it was explained in the self-concept version to me, pretty much you're making a new identity of the person that already is where you want to go, has what you have, etc., whatever your goal is. I began to direct that mental activity to something positive. So practicing self-concept work is great for you overthinkers and people who overthink like us, because instead of giving into the nagging, intrusive thoughts, the old beliefs trying to stop us from being great, and some of those things we have heard other people tell us in the past, we can start, I want to say, fighting back. We can start, I call it the belief wave, and you'll see me talk about this in a lot of my videos, but whatever age you are, you have this accumulating wave of beliefs that have happened to you along your way. So imagine a wave growing for X amount of years. That's a really big wave. So the day that you decide to commit to your self-concept, your new version of yourself, whatever that entails, it is now a new wave. So if you're like my age, we have my 33-year wave to my new concept. But my little concept has been growing, so she's getting there. But it takes a consistent practice of the new self-concept beliefs to slow down the ones that you have experienced in the past. And in my journey, I have found some ways to make that a pleasurable, divine, almost life practice versus task you have to do. I'm gonna work on self-concept today. It's just being present and embodying the feelings, the actions, the thoughts of your new identity. It's not meant to feel like punishment. So just make sure you're creating a version that you can sustain, that you actually want to be, and it's not because you see other people doing it. This is one of the best times to be so creative and to create a life, a version of yourself that you want. There's no limits, but you want to make sure that's something that you actually want. The self-awareness is really important in this step, because you will get what you want. We're all manifesting something. This is where the self-concept comes into the overthinkers, because you can now start channeling that energy into your day-to-day life. I'm gonna give you some tips to take your energy from the negative beliefs or funneling it to your new self-concept. One, whenever a thought that doesn't feel good or doesn't belong with that new self-concept, you're going to have an affirmation, just completely deflect it and not receive it. If you have like, why are you doing this? Who do you think you are? Like, actually, it's great I'm doing this. I've always been awesome. Start just believing it. It might seem funny at first, and you might be like, I don't know, but it always starts in the mind. And then you're going to begin to use that overthinking gift, or I should say hyper mental activity, and start thinking and just daydream more. Focus on what you want. Imagine being or having what you have as like a daydream, and you're using gratitude, like, I'm so thankful that happened to me. I'm so thankful I have this lifestyle that I have. You know, use that anytime you start to notice your mind wanders to something negative, and even in the interim of just to give yourself something to think about. Because once we decide that our past selves no longer affect what we choose, how we live, and all those beautiful things, we now have to start filling our mind with something new. Again, we're going to create new thoughts to override those old ones. We're going to start doing mental revisioning as we go throughout our day, kind of like working that new mindset into our brain, using affirmations, daydreaming. So this is the last tip. You can script a day as yourself. This one is really powerful. Writing it as like you're in the day, like, I'm so thankful I woke up to $20,000 in sales today. I'm so thankful I woke up feeling beautiful and healthy and happy. I'm so thankful I live in my new house. It was so easy to move in. There are so many ways that you can use self-concept to manifest whatever you want, to level up yourself any way you want, transform your life in the areas that you want to. So I hope this was really helpful. Go ahead and drop me some roses in the comment below to let me know you made it to the end. If you love manifesting and you love perfume, make sure you are subscribed. If you really love perfume, you will want to get my Perfume Playground bundle, where you get my Perfume Playground ebook and my signature scent journey journal and tracker. They are best friends, because you're going to read the book and then track your perfume layers. You're going to build your scent wardrobe and know what perfume you want to wear and all that fun stuff. So I'm so excited to talk about perfume and manifestation with you. If you want to go deeper, I invite you to join the Radiant Rose Society. It is currently free right now. It is our free community space where we go deeper with the perfume. I share self-care rituals. We have something that I'm excited is virtual perfume events. So keep an eye out for those, but just creating a space where we can bloom in bliss. So thank you for watching. Remember, like, share, save, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one.